vacated and easement
Yep.
joints? There's no easement on the new plat that would
Correct.
get that boundary?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, there's no easement there. All the easements are on the side.
Good.
Or there.
On what those two lots will be.
Because my understanding is that they're gonna build something perhaps over 12 and 13, or
Yeah.
the same people are gonna,
Yeah, neighbor buying a lot next to him.
okay.
Questions? Comments? Hearing none, we are ready for a motion. Moved and seconded that the plat be approved. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Plat of lots 11 and 12 of Block 3, Woods First Edition, a subdivision of the east half of the southwest quarter of 23-10360. That's got to be over.
Oh, okay, it's on page 10. Again, you can kind of see it just follows the pattern there. So you've got 11 and 12. 8 is already platted. No. If it doesn't say platted, then they're not there yet. Or in the process. I mean, Chuck, maybe you know.
What's that?
On 9, is 9 platted?
I don't know without looking.
Okay.
Did you say?
Because usually they've indicated if it's platted, that
Yeah, typically they're marked by.
must not be it.
Right, if platted or not.
And 10 probably are not yet. Moved and seconded that we approve the plat of lots 11 and 12, Block 3 of Woods First Edition. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Carried. Tract A of Lot 6, Sunrise Estates, a subdivision of Lot 8 in the southwest quarter of the southeast quarter of Section 25, 10360.
Okay, this is on page 13. You would see, just so that you know that this is outside our zoning jurisdiction, but it's within 3 miles of the city. So, again, by state statute, the city has to see it. So, and my understanding is they're in the process. The county hasn't seen it yet, but they're going to hear it Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow, next Tuesday. So they thought we'd get our process started first. Obviously, if they have any issues with it, then they may return. But and I understand they're going to be asked for a variance as well through the county process. So again, if that doesn't go through, then something moves on. But this is one. Other than that, you could, again, it's not our ordinances that are asked.
But we still have to approve.
Yep.
I would assume we could make a motion to approve pending county approval.
Could do that.
Do I hear a second, Don? Moved and seconded that we approve contingent upon county approval.
Okay.
Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Next item, a plat of lots 3B, 4B, and 5B5. 3B3, 4B4, and 5B5, Block 8, Sunnyside Edition, City of Mitchell.
Okay, this is on page 16. This is you're probably familiar with it. Some duplexes going up. This is that piece that Mr. Radke acquired from the county, I don't know, a couple, 3 years ago. And he's rearranging part of that to kind of straighten it out and straighten there so that what will happen, previously it kind of jogged over a little bit, so now he's proposing is straightening it out a little bit so that it would help facilitate, so as he puts these in, he wouldn't need variances for those backyard setbacks. He's just trying to straighten it. Before, he kind of jogged over, and so that's the purpose of this. So 3B, 3B3 there, you can kind of see is the intent was to square it off a little bit. Try to
Questions?
Give 'em here. Oh.
Looks like it's kind of following the master plan,
Yeah,
except
it's-
for some,
Trying to straighten
Slight
it out a little bit,
variances?
yeah.
I guess my question is, the map, the diagonal line is just north of lot 525, is that like a retention lot, or is that,
This is a planning retention spot.
or is it like?
This is, with the agreement that he made prior, he can build up to 3 up to he's done until he gets the retention pond built. This was to facilitate that and eliminate future variances requests by straight up the line.
Interesting real estate. I was gonna show that to Shane.
and it looks like that 15-foot might at some point become an alley,
Possible, yeah. Or at least some type of access
some type of access,
to get to the,
utility easement, access easement for drainage,
Yeah.
facilities, maintenance, et cetera, is what
to
it,
get to the,
yep,
so they can have access, because the pond doesn't get landlocked.
yep.
Drainage water out the east side, not having,
Any questions?
having the southwest end.
Hearing none, we are probably ready for a motion. Moved and seconded that we recommend, or that we approve these plats. Discussion on the motion.
I told him that before he builds any more than three duplexes, he will need to put the pond in. And I think that was noted in planning commission meeting when we originally approved this plan, so.
It's still there.
This whole area is south, from William Street all the way to Burr Street is low lying. Is that the answer, retention ponds, or is there any plans in the future for? We're actually looking at a drainage study. Shane is working on a drainage study, but, I think that is probably going to be one of the things we're going to be looking at is probably more, basins to hold the water for a temporary amount of time until it's released at a slower rate. When we get a bigger storm, that's the only way we're going to control these, other than spending multi-million dollars in order to put storm sewer, which would need to drain all the way to Dry Run Creek or other areas, and it wouldn't be, in my thought, feasible to put a lot of storm system in when we're going to need to put in some of these smaller retention basin areas in order to drain those areas at a slower rate.
That's pretty conventional methodology in
It's
cities.
more and more happening in communities all
Yeah.
over.
As long as the developer understands,
Yeah.
just like we're saying, as long as it's a gentleman's agreement or
Right.
whatever.
And
It's something that needs to
what we did when the developer came to us with this project, we told them that it needs to be, we need to have a grading plan and everything like that. They went to SPN, put together a set of plans for the lots and for the pond. And they want to know when they would have to build it. I says, I won't let more than 3 go in without having that in place. And I think we're going to be seeing more and more of that happen.
Now, there's one similar to this over, would be west of Anderson Street, behind those houses in there. That's a drainage area that is a retention. Now, my question on those is that a HOA responsibility to maintain those, or is that going to be a city responsibility? That's a question that I have in my mind.
We have said that the city is going to maintain those in order to keep them mowed and things like that.
Yeah, they'll, as they collect debris, that has to be,
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we'll have to ensure, everybody interested is here, all interested parties are here, that the city gets easement rights within those improved drainages. There's a bit of a snafu was done some number of years ago. In our southwest drainage area, there's a area where storm sewer runs through that is ditched and not platted, it's not annotated anywhere, there's no indication that the city's, anybody else has a right to drain through the works or, so that's just something to be aware of.
all right. Other discussion? Seems like when you put more roofs and paving, you got problems with water running. No, don't know why that is, but gotta be something to do with absorption, I would assume, of soils. We are ready for motion.
You got it, I already got it.
We got it, okay. We're ready for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Plan approval of Top Shop Incorporated at 2420 West Havens addition.
Okay, I know they didn't copy very well, but on page 19, you would see that, I just put these in here so that if you drove out there, you kind of know, because there's a lot of buildings out there. You see there's a little bit of it almost looks like a push pin where it says proposed addition, that's where this is going. And then on pages 20 and 21, you would see this is the addition that they're adding on, where it talks about, particularly on 20, where it says new part. As you can kind of see, it's kind of sandwiched in between the two buildings. So I got a more colored version right there if somebody wants to see it. About right there. Kind of see where the yellow pin is.
Anyone here in the audience to represent that project? Yes. Talk to us. Give us your name first, please.
My name is Christy Contreras, and I am here representing Top Shop. Why we're doing this addition is we're moving all of our equipment into that addition to where it's safer for our employees, which we do have about 12 employees that work in the shop, and right now we're, I guess, bursting at the seams with our equipment and our employees.
Who's going to dust handling equipment out there, as fire codes kind of dictate, that's what the trades are.
Yeah, like our dust collectors and
Maris, were you out there?
yeah, we're moving our dust collectors, and then also we have a new robot that we're in the process of getting hooked up that's going to move in that addition as well.
I'm not familiar with Top Shop. Are you manufacturing?
What we do is we manufacture motorcycle parts, like bags and fenders and basically anything that you can put on a Harley Davidson from the rear of the Harley Davidson. So it does get pretty dusty, and so that's why we purchased bigger dust collectors to where it can suck up all the dust.
Are you a job shop, or what would be called a job shop for a major retailer, or do you retail your own?
We retail our own. We have a website, and then also we do some advertising on like Facebook and Instagram, you know, all the social medias, and it's a lot of word of mouth. So, I mean, we do sell a lot of our product outside of South
But
Dakota.
you're the seller of the product.
Yes, seller manufacturer. Yep, we do custom work for motorcycles. We don't actually like build the motorcycle, we just build the parts.
Further discussion? Thank you.
So it's zoned highway business, so it needs to. Here's the meet all setbacks and other code issues. Yep.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Next item, plan approval for Village Bowl.
Okay, this is on page 22. You would see that they're looking at an addition, 14 by 24 addition to their existing building. I see Mr. Brinkman is here. If you've got more specific questions of him. This is owned Highway Business District, so again, that's why it's for you.
Want to talk to us a little bit? So we understand what's going on?
Well, basically, I'm adding another casino to our building up there. It's a 14 by 24, like Neil said, and I think I've gone through things with John over here. We've got a fire door and all that sort of stuff, and I think we've met all the criteria. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yeah, the other question I've got is, south of the existing building, is that a wall or is that open?
It's open,
So it'll be kind of a open air type
right.
casino, similar to what Dorsey kind of?
Yeah, similar, but probably more legal. I think that's all based on interpretation. But, yeah, I've already got one casino somewhat like that, that's got an open wall. We're aiming for a smoking area, and the law reads that you have to have an open wall to the elements. And that's what we're doing.
So it'll have a roof?
Yeah, it's gonna have 3 sides with a roof, 2 separate entrances. The fire door will be between the building and the existing building and the other entrance. Yeah, it'll be heated and cooled and just like a building, but because of the requirements for a smoking area, we have to have one open wall to the elements. So obviously we overdo the heating part to make it comfortable, you know. And
Thank you.
We're in the process of getting a transfer of a liquor license to that area right now.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Hearing none, I assume we're ready for a motion. Moved and seconded that we recommend approval. Discussion on the motion. Hearing none. Excuse me. Hearing none, I assume you're ready to vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Is there any other business to come before this body at this time? Hearing none, we are adjourned.
See you on the 8th.
Don't like that lawyer stuff. We get out of here.